Okay, so let's talk about deciding whether something is being oxidized or reduced, but we are not going to identify oxidizing agents or reducing agents, but we will identify what's being oxidized and what's being reduced. And just as a reminder, Leo goes gur. So I'm going to decide whether it's reduction or oxidation, whether it's gaining electrons or losing electrons. So there's only 4 things. So copper is either gaining or losing electrons, and silver is either gaining or losing electrons. So I'm going to look at the half reaction. So Cu, solid, is going to Cu 2 plus Aq. So to make these two equal in terms of charge, all I can do is add electrons. If I added them here and I have a -2 here and a +2 here, and that wouldn't help me at all. But if I add my 2 electrons here, this side in terms of charge adds up to 0, and so does this. So now I have electrons as a product, so copper lost them. So this would be my Leo reaction, or this is my oxidation. Now let's look at silver. Silver is going A. And again, I can only add electrons. I cannot add positive charges. I have a +2 charge here and 0 over here, so I need to make this side 0. So I'm going to add 2 electrons here. So this silver atom ions, 2 of them, gained each 1 electron. And so they gained electrons. That's reduction. So this is reduction. Let's look at B. So this is A. B. HCl. So I have HCl plus NH3 yields NH4Cl. So I don't see any changes in oxidation, because this one's going to be -1, this is going to be +1. This is going to be +1, this is going to be -3. This is -1, that's +4, and that's -3. And there are no changes, so this is not an oxidation or reduction reaction. Let's look at C. SiCl4 plus H2O yields 4HCl plus SiO2. So Cl is in the same oxidation state in both cases because it's -1 here and -1 here, so this one had no change. Hydrogen is +1 and still +1, so hydrogen had no change. Oxygen is -2, and here it's -2. Again, this is not an oxidation reduction reaction. How about D? Okay, now I see that we will have an oxidation reduction reaction because I have 2 elements. So SiCl4 plus Mg yields MgCl2 plus Si. So let's start with Si. Since it's with 4 chlorines, this silicon must be +4. And here, it's Si with a 0 charge. Again, what can I add? Only electrons. So I would have to add 4 electrons here. So these silicon, did it gain or did it lose electrons? So it gained them, so this is reduction. Now let's look at magnesium. Magnesium is going from 0, because that's an element, to Mg2+. And there should be a 2 there. And 2 there. 2 electrons. So I need 4 electrons. So this side has a +4, so I'm going to have +4 electrons. So this is oxidation. Having a bad spelling day. But anyway, you get the idea. So quickly I'm going to identify the ones in E. So we have aluminum here that's -3, or -4, -3. So this is +3. And here it is also +3, right? -2. Yep. Doesn't look like there's any oxidation or reaction happening. Okay, so there you go. I hope that helps. Talk to you later.